one day somebody does something unspeakable to someone else, to someone you hardly knew, and you do something about it because you can.
We get this story from WBUR. Suffolk Superior Court jury says the Massachusetts State Police systematically discriminated against women and minorities when it came to promotions. The verdict of the jury was a major blow against the agency, composed of primarily white male troopers and command staff, the state police. The jury on Monday ordered the state police to pay $6.8 million to 5 plaintiffs. The bulk of the award, $4.1 million, was given to lead plaintiff Lisa Butner, who spent more than 30 years at the state police and retired as a lieutenant. She repeatedly applied for and was denied positions within the internal affairs section. Those jobs instead went to white men, Butner claimed, were less qualified and more politically connected than her. In 2014, she met with the then colonel of the state police before filing the lawsuit to talk about the pattern of discriminatory practices, including not posting open jobs. At the time, only one woman and no minorities were on the command staff. Nothing changed after those meetings, Butner said. After a month-long trial, the jury found the state police did discriminate against Butner based on her race and gender, and that the discrimination was systemic and egregious. 4 other plaintiffs also won smaller awards. In a statement, the state police said, the department's policies and practices have evolved since the lawsuit was first filed in 2016. I'm sure. Said, we continue to implement promotional processes that align the department with national best practices and strengthen our workforce by elevating candidates who not only possess the necessary skills and experience, but also uphold the values essential to delivering excellent police services. Woo! As for whether they plan to appeal, a spokesperson said the agency is reviewing legal options with the Attorney General's office, which represented the state police in this case. This discrimination verdict is just the latest problem for the Massachusetts State Police. Troopers administering commercial driving tests were found to be taking bribes in exchange for giving passing scores earlier this year. Did you hear that? The Karen Reed murder trial uncovered lewd and misogynistic texts sent between troopers, and an overtime fraud scheme implicated nearly 24 troopers. I can't read this morning, man. I'm like, blah, blah, blah. But you hear that? The Karen Reed trial exposed some of the troopers. You got this driving test instructor who was accused of taking bribes. You got a jury that says, yes, their discrimination was egregious. Wow. So the Massachusetts State Police seems like it's almost like any other law enforcement agency, right? Didn't the LAPD, weren't they under Daryl Gates, weren't they found to practice discriminatory biases? One of the reasons I think Daryl Gates got fired, I don't know. That was some years ago. Some of you youngsters go, who the hell's Daryl Gates? He was the police chief of LAPD. But when she says that they're promoting these troopers who are less qualified and more politically connected, yeah, I hear her loud and clear there. Because there's so many officers that not only I meet, but that I see on videos that are, I just roll my eyes like, are you kidding me? Like, are you really that stupid? You know, are you really that dumb? Like, are you that dumb? Like, you know, and half of them don't know the law. And I had a sergeant from Yucaipa PD, this was some years ago, who had said to me, well, we don't know every law. Well, then look it up, stupid. You got a laptop in your car. You can go home and let me see, PC 602. Okay. I got it. Well, I don't have time to do that. No, but you have time to stand around with your hands in your pockets with 4 other cops and talk in front of your car for 20 minutes, huh? You have time to do that. You have time to drive behind a church and sit there behind the church for an hour and a half. You have time to do that. But you don't have time to go to your car real quick and look up a law and see what it actually says. You just wing it off the top of your head and go, oh, we can't remember every law. That's why you have laptops. And so, they get these cops that are they're lazy, they're incompetent, they make excuses, they go off their feelings more than the law. The law doesn't matter to a lot of cops. It's just how they feel that day. How do I feel today? Or how do I feel about this person? I don't like this person, so I don't even care. I'm not going to do my job today because I don't even like this guy. That's who we have as law enforcement in America today. Incompetent, lazy, going off feelings, don't care about what the law actually says. Well, I can't know every law. Then go look it up, dummy. Huh? You incompetent imbecile. That's half of the law enforcement we got. That's some of the law enforcement we got in this county. They're imbeciles. They're stupid. But we need cops. We're hurting for staff, so we're just going to keep them on they got a badge. And some people are going to go, well, you just have a problem with cops. No, I have a problem with incompetent imbeciles who are too lazy to do their job competently and correctly. That's what I have a problem with. I have a problem with stupid people. And that's what we're finding in the Massachusetts State Police, according to this Butner. She said they're promoting these less qualified people. What she's really saying is they're promoting stupid people. Yeah, I'm on my soapbox. How about that? But I see that every day. Hiring these people, promoting these people that are stupid and lazy and incompetent. And they give you the lamest excuses. Well, I can't remember every law. Then go look it up on your laptop, you imbecile. Well, I don't have time to do that. No, but you have time to stand around with your hands in your pockets and talk to cops, your fellow cops, for 30 minutes. You have time to do that. You have time to drive behind churches and sit and do whatever you're doing in your car for 45 minutes while people are running red lights and cutting people off in the middle of the street, and you had time to hide from them. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know.